Hello, I'm Juan Davis, Chief Creative Officer at KCT and PBS SoCal, and I'm joined by the newsroom of KPCC and LAist on a daily reporter roundup. Let's start again with you today, Frank. You continue to follow the death of Dijon Quisi, shot by sheriff's deputies on Monday.
Yeah, questions are being raised about the tactics of the two deputies who fatally shot Kizzy. The family attorney accuses the deputies of racially profiling Kizzy, of stopping him for riding a bike while black in South LA. It's not unfathomable that this was a pretext stop, one where deputies were using a minor traffic violation to see if he was doing anything else wrong. Cops would call that good policing and point out that in the end he had a gun, but pretext stops are highly controversial. And then there's the question of whether he was anywhere near the gun that he allegedly had, that allegedly fell out of his clothing when deputies opened fire, and why they fired more than 15 shots, many after he was on the ground. Should note, earlier this summer, a deputy shot an 18-year-old man 5 times in the back as he was on the ground, allegedly reaching for a gun.
We also mentioned this story yesterday, but concerns continue to grow among advocates that the Census Bureau is calling the count done early. Caroline's been looking into new claims that some census workers are being laid off.
Yeah, this is a big deal because the in-person phase of the census has only been going for about 4 weeks now, and we still have a whole month to go. But I'm hearing that census enumerators are being laid off in LA County, which is really surprising because this is the hardest to count region in the country, and we still have a lot of time. To be fair, this is based on one woman's experience that I've been talking to, but she told me that a couple of her coworkers have been laid off. And this is really surprising to census advocates because the census has already been cut short. And now to see that enumerators are being let go, that's an even bigger deal. And they're just kind of questioning how the Census Bureau can be so far along with counting people in person when we've only been going for a couple weeks. They're raising questions about the quality of the data, and they're saying that they're kind of expecting an undercount in LA County at this point.
And now for the news your neighbors are probably talking about, it's about to get really, really hot. Jacob has been checking in on this heat wave for us. What can we expect?
Yeah, the heat wave is not only going to be dangerous, but potentially deadly too. We're going to see temperatures in the triple digits. So 115 out in Woodland Hills is possible, 110 in Burbank. Places that don't usually get that hot, like downtown LA, could get up there too. And that's concerning because many, especially low-income families, don't have air conditioning. They possibly can't afford to run it. So they and people who work outside, like farm workers, are at higher risk of heat stroke or exacerbating other medical conditions that say have to do with the heart as well. People could die. And on top of all that, the wildfire risk is even higher than normal. So people should stay inside, try and stay cool, stay safe, and please don't start any fires.
And to wrap things up today, a local utility has been trying to seal a methane leak at a local power plant. Sharon's been looking into that.
Yeah, on this leak of natural gas at the LADWP's Valley Generating Station in Sun Valley, it's been known about since this last spring. The utility considered it to be a small leak. The emissions per hour from the massive Aliso Canyon gas leak in 2015 were 500 times as large as what's coming out of this one piece of equipment. So a fix wasn't planned until very late this year because a hot summer when there's a high demand for electricity is not a good time to be shutting down part of your power plant. But then JPL detected the leak. They were using a special aircraft mounted camera that makes the methane gas leak visible on video. And JPL notified DWP of this leak in late August. So that, plus complaints from environmentalists and the city council, spurred DWP to go ahead and make the repairs right now. Those are temporary repairs, and they expect the permanent repairs to still go on late this year, like in November.
Thank you, Sharon. I have to ask, is the grid ready to support the usage that it's going to have over this long weekend?
This weekend, Saturday through Monday, is one of those flex alerts when they're asking everybody to conserve their electricity. They think they can get through it, though, because the western states are not going to be as hot. So we won't be in as much competition to buy the power to serve California from out of state as we were a couple weeks ago.
Thank you, Sharon, and thanks to all of you at the KPCC and LAist Newsroom. And thank you for tuning in. Keep cool, take care of your neighbor, your family, your health. We'll see you tomorrow.